So the wire clip is angled to the left in this in the length of the clip. It means that if you push with, say, your right thumb, because it's already virtually off the top part, and I've pushed it well in there, but the lug's not particularly deep and the hole is actually a little bit bigger than the lug of the wire. When you press on the upper portion to release the clip, what happens is it's already jumped out there, you're basically pushing down to the bottom of this picture, and that, in doing so, immediately then just pushes the clip out. So it's not the top clip, not the top lug that's giving way, it's the upper one. And when you look at the hole and the wire together, it seems a relatively large hole together with a relatively short lug, and I think the combination of the angle certainly isn't helping, and the short lug certainly isn't helping, because there isn't a proper connection. So when you put it back together, so when you do that, I mean, the first thing is that it tends to just disappear off, and if you're lucky like we were, it was inside a house and we eventually found the piece. But again, putting it back in, you've got to get it underneath, and then putting it back in is a bit of a palaver, just trying to I'm not trying to do this deliberately, but push it back in and about there, and then push back in. So as I say, that's how I'd imagine should be, fairly central, but it's actually of natural habitat going to an angle. The other thing is, obviously, when you look at a side view, I don't know how well it will come out on this, but the wire clip is angled in two planes, so it's angled so that it's facing down in this view, but it's also angled so the far side is lower than this near side, and it means there's just a tiny little connection onto the top end of the hook. So I don't know if I can show that particularly well. What I'll do is just try it. So I'll just try and light up. So hopefully there it'll be fairly obvious, and as I say, you can then hopefully see that the wire is off centre. So it's off in two planes, which appears to be almost in design by design. The other clip, so this is the one clip that we haven't sort of tried to put together. So this original one, it's got a lot of scratches on it, where we've tried to put the lug back into the hole. This one we've hardly touched. I have sort of tested it, and again, it's off at an angle on the wire when you're looking from this view. It's slightly better in its connection on the other plane though. So there is a slight difference between the two things, but again, that if you use your right thumb, it does mean you tend to push. That one is sort of a truer feel, but when you see how easy it is for this one to come apart, this one came apart the first time I disconnected, so that's not good. So what I've actually done is created another hook, which is probably more secure, hopefully stronger. Just used a belt strap, had it stitched to make sure it's good and tough, and I think they probably glued it as well by the look of it. Kept it fairly tight to the connection there, and this one is a screw carabiner, so I can undo it and then push, and hopefully that is a stronger, even if it's not screwed back up, it's a stronger solution, possibly a little bit more expensive, but when it comes to being able to use your shoulder strap, in effect, that compared to this, if we lost that wire, you've almost lost the ability to carry the rucksack. Size wise, again, just to get the two together, it's a bigger hook, but that's basically all I could find quickly off the shelf, and so it's at least a standby solution if the replacement straps aren't any better than these two. But definitely one is, oh, just in doing that I've used the, oh no, that's the original one, so that's come apart. Okay, right.